Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today, we're being pretty risky. We're playing Esper Control in the standard meta. Typically this isn't a tier 1 deck right now, but I love Esper. It's one of the hardest archetypes for myself to play, and I like difficult things because I'm always improving and learning new things, and that's what keeps it interesting for me. So we're going to break down the deck list in its entirety, each individual card's strengths, weaknesses, strategies, synergies, your overall game plan to get the job done. Then we'll watch some gameplay footage and break down not only our play lines, but our sideboard decisions behind them. And we do come full circle finally with our closing thoughts. So again, thank you for your time and attention. If you want to do a little bit for me, you can support the channel through Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, purchasing your Christmas shopping through the Amazon link. The YouTube members do get exclusive content, and then of course if you can't afford to do so, you can just like the video. Really easy, really free. Share it out to a friend. We've got great content, so much for you guys to check out if this is your first time here. So again, thank you, and now let's get into Esper Control in the standard meta. Starting us off, we've got 2 copies of Cling to Dust, instant speed, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, you gain 3 life, otherwise draw a card. So, typically against the aggro matchups, we need to gain some form of life. That's great here. Or in the control matchups, we really want to be drawing through our deck to find the correct answer as soon as we can. So Cling to Dust is great. Not to mention, we can get rid of our opponent's cards that have recursion, like Kroxa, for example, and, Doom Foretold from Dance of the Mans is another good example. So it doesn't have to be a creature, it can be a non-creature that comes back as well. Into our 2 drops, 4 copies of Mazemind Tome. This is in every control deck right now. Absolutely amazing. We can tap it to scry 1. We can also pay 2 to tap it to draw a card. Each time we do so, we put a counter on it, and then when there's 4 counters, sack it and gain 4 life. 3 copies of Heartless Act. Choose 1 at instant speed, destroying a creature with no counters on it, or removing 3 counters from a creature. Agonizing Remorse for 2 at sorcery speed. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, and or their graveyard, right? Either their hand or their graveyard, and exile that card. So losing 1 life in the process, but similar to Cling to Dust, we can deal with things with recursion from their graveyard, or we could just get right into their hand, which is really good most times as well. 3 copies of Negate, instant speed, counter target non-creature spell. Into our 3 drops, 3 copies of the Skyclave Apparition, 2/2, and enters battlefield. Exile target non-land permanent with mana 4 or less. When it leaves the battlefield, the owner of the exiled cards gets a an XX blue illusion creature token, where X is that card. When that card's converted mana cost, oh my gosh, I think I'm having an aneurysm. 4 copies of Shatter the Sky. This is our first 4 drop. When it enters the battlefield, destroy all creatures. If either player controls a creature with power 4 or greater, they get to draw a card. 1 copy of Atris, Oracle of Half-Truth, 3/2 with menace. When it enters the battlefield, opponent looks at the top 3 cards of your library, puts them in 2 piles, 1 face up, 1 face down, and then you get to choose 1 pile to put into your hand. 3 copies of ECD. When it enters the battlefield, exiling permanent with mana 3 or greater. Next up, your opponent's spells cost 2 more until your next turn. Finally, returning a creature or planeswalker from the grave to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter or loyalty on it. No planeswalkers here, so obviously it's +1/+1. Into our big old spells, we've got a single copy of Seagate Restoration for 7. Drawing cards equal to the number of cards in our hand +1, then no maximum hand size. Comes in tapped unless we pay 3 life for the blue land. Similar to the Call for 7. 2 4/4s. All of our creatures gain indestructible. Pay 3 life, have it come in untapped. The Dream Trawler, 3/5, lifelink and flying. Oh my gosh. Whenever you draw a card, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Whenever it attacks, you draw a card and discard a card to give it hexproof, and you do have to tap it, but that is amazing. And discarding a card to give it hexproof is no big deal because you're going to be drawing lots of cards anyways. And then of course 4 copies of Shark Typhoon, an enchantment for 6. You can cycle it for 2 + X, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying, where X is that spell's converted mana cost, or if you cycled it, like I said, for 2 + X, you get to create an XX blue shark, which is pretty cool with flying. So the deck is accompanied by 2 plains, 2 islands, 2 swamps, 4 temples of enlightenments, 4 bright climbs, 4 silences, 4 Clearwaters, 3 Clearwaters, and 3 bright climbs. I'm trying to get this done. And 3 passages, LOL. Sideboard today, because we're playing traditional. 3 lanterns for 1, enters the battlefield, exile card from graveyard, tap it to exile each opponent's graveyard, pay 1, tap it to draw a card. This is great for, similar reasons, the escape, the recursion, the rogues, you name it, get it out of there. We also have Glass Casket. This is great as well. It takes out Aluris primarily. Casket's great. It can take out tokens, and if the casket's removed, the token doesn't re-enter play, so it's just no harm, no foul. And of course, exiling target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. Dispute, 2 less to cast if it targets a blue spell, countering target spell unless its controller pays 3 for 3. And Elspeth's Nightmare enters battlefield, 2 or less creature gets destroyed. Next up, you get into your opponent's hand, take a non-creature, non-land card from it, they discard it, and then finally exiling their graveyard. And 3 copies of Baneslayer Angel against those aggro decks, 5/5 flying first strike, and lifelink, protection from dragons and protection from demons. So that's going to get the job done. And again, we do break that down within our matches today for you guys. As far as the main deck goes, make the matches last as long as you can. Control deck will win typically past turn 10 when you are able to choke your opponent out. They know that there's no way around it. You know, you can rush it within this deck via Dream Trawler just because it's that oppressive. But again, you know, don't be worried to take it slow. Prioritize your removal so you're getting the most value that is possible. Try to use, you know, your exile of your apparition on things with 0. So when it re-enters, it automatically dies, which is really cool. Things like this, good example of that's the Stonecoil Serpent, and then, you know, the tokens can be done in a similar aspect with the casket in our sideboard. Shatter the Sky just resets the field. Don't be worried about killing your own creatures because you can bring back a Dream Trawler with ECD quite easily, which is really cool. And, you know, if your ECD is about to trigger, you can tap your Dream Trawler to discard something that you know, wasn't in your graveyard, just so your ECD brings it out, rather than fizzling and not doing anything, which is really cool. It's like a free play, and to do that on your apparition is very, very cool. You can also do that on the second trawler, right? So a lot of really cool things there. Hold up your mana, use removal and counter spells. If you don't, use your tome to draw and scry, and just try to gain as much value as you can. And eventually, if you can deal with their draw engines as a priority, you know, just staying alive, making sure that they run out of cards and you do have that residual draw throughout the game, which is really nice. No Yorion in deck, playing 60 cards to the tried and true Esper control. Let's see how it does in today's videos. We do play 3 matches, which is really cool. 2 against Mono Green and 1 against a fellow Esper player, which is playing Dance, not quite the control variant, but still really cool gameplay footage for you guys today. So again, thank you for your time and attention. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to a friend, support financially if you can afford to do so, and of course, watch this video to the end so you don't miss out on some really cool news that we're going to wrap today up with. All right, talk to you soon. Oakley dokley. Not much land here. 3. I have to play this as the black. It's not good. I hate to mulligan a 3 land hand. We pull a land, we don't passage. Entering tapped. Hello. They're upset we're not being quick enough. That's fine. Let's just see what's going on here. Let's get rid of the Troll King. It's got recursion. Even though they're a long ways away from playing it, it's real good. We can deal with this. We're not going to be playing anything we need to worry about. So here's our scry. We have an ECD on Yorvo. We might leave Yorvo, take the wolf, because it can gain indestructible. And whatever we target, they're going to oven. So we need to be aware of that. Let's take our scry here. Looking for a shatter. I think it doesn't matter. They're not playing from the grave other than the troll. And they didn't play the wolf, which is like super, super good. We have a 8.3% on Shatter. Let's just take our draw now. Hold up a Negate. Can't negate the wolf. What we can do is pull a Shatter here. Wolf can grab Indestructible. Right? On the stack, they can sack Yorvo, make the food, tap the wolf, but then we can just kill the wolf next turn. So we're pushing it. We are risking it for the biscuit here. Just making sure that we're comfortable with the way that the playline ends. They actually sacked the wolf. So that didn't go like we thought it would. They should have sacked Yorvo to make the food, to give the wolf Indestructible to survive the Shatter. Interesting. So we still have a scry here. Let's put a stop. Okay, that sucks. That's gonna be really good eventually. So let's leave that there. Alright, that's actually kind of shitty. Right, because they just replay it. But, you know, Summoning Sickness. Oh, nice. So, that's a good draw engine for them. So much food, right? We need this Trawler in play as soon as we can. Let's next turn. I guess we should have Trawlered instead of our Elspeth. Oof. Drawing a bunch of lands. Another trail, nice. There's that Roll King again. Let's grab 4 life. Land can go. Maybe we should have kept the lands. Nah, we just always draw another. So their stuff being more expensive is nice. I will still block with the Trawler because it'll come back with an Elspeth Conquers Death, right? We won't get to attack. This is a good hit. Good for them. Mitigating the life gain from our Trawler. Very nice. So ECD fizzles. Was this played from their hand? We had to draw, so do they. 3 land to go to force pointless. Let's take the scry. Tome is not a trawler, but it is good. We need some form of draw engine. We've got our call, at the very least. Let's get rid of this trail. That was an organic troll, so they can replay it. We have to deal with it one more time before it goes to exile. And then they get a massive draw through this Trail of Crumbs. So this is really hard for us to get around. They're doing very, very well. And they picked up another Crumbs. Awesome. We could cast this and double block it. Oh, that was supposed to be a scry or a draw. And of course it's there. Fuck! That was meant to be a draw. That was meant to be a draw, and it would have been a shatter. We just need to survive. These angels are gonna die anyway, so they're just here to slow things down. I can't believe we did that wrong. So they'll kill the angel here, right? That's fine. We can still mitigate some damage and then wipe. And they just have so much draw. There's no way to win this. There's a henge. Good game. There's nothing we're doing here. This is super duper over. Wolf can grab indestructible. Last time they sacked it, which I found awkward. We're gonna draw this time. Oh my god, right? In what world? Passage sucks. Let's see if they're smart enough to give their wolf indestructible this time. I mean, whatever they did worked for them very well, and they do, so. Ah! Mono green food. We can get in their hand, take the henge, while killing that 1/1 thing. I want the angels, but I don't think it's really necessary. Cling to Dust isn't a requirement here. And Negate is only really, well, the trail too. 1:20 left. I mean, even it counters the oven, which kind of removes a lot of our targeted removal from the game, which is good for us. 1 card to drop. You know, it's probably this Atris. Good for a you know, control matchup, right? Go all control, use Atris as your primary creature, but that's not this match. So playing first here. This is so slow. We can find a Shatter here, and we have the land for it, so... Elspeth's Nightmare is actually, in my opinion, very good. So we can kill their 1/1, which means their Lovestruck Beast can't attack, which is really good. We also get in their hand to take care of their henge before they can drop it, which is really good because you know they're going straight to that henge. So any point that we can put in play to try to touch their henge is going to be really, really good. And we do have a black within Murkwater, so I think we just toss this land because 4's plenty. We have the call in hand too. Let's just find more removal. There's that oven, so, you know, that sucks. Let's check this hand out. Let's take Trail. Go play a mana ramp dummy. Makes mana and they can sack it for food. Let's keep looking for a field wipe. We're gonna need a couple of these. We have the Elspeth on the wolf, so you know we need to somehow line that up where this oven is tapped out. Or do we just do it right now? I'm just gonna go for it. Thinking about it. Did they do it right this time? They do. Okay, they did it wrong last time, so I thought we could get away with it again. That's fine. Oh, maybe it's not fine. Shit. We should have waited. We have to exile the Wicked Wolf. If we waited, we could have dealt with this questing beast. So that sucks. Oh, nice. That wins the game, I think. Well, Heartless Act helps. Sitting on 5 takes us down to 3. Let's look for more removal. That's not it. Let's end our turn. We're gonna take the beast out. Their spells are more expensive here. God damn it. We should have done it first, shut down their draw. Forgot about the Enclave. Let's take the beast out. Yeah, he definitely wins. Shoot. We'll do our best. Yeah, we could chump block this. See what we get. Saving as much life as we can. We need another ECD off the top. Interesting. Their oven's tapped. And the plot thickens! Nice. We have our 3 planes, so this can come in as a swamp. Oh, nice. Alright, let's take another ECD. That's not that. Let's take our scry. I can't toss it, I gotta keep it. Right, and the goal is to take whatever they play here. We can double block the troll, which just gets replayed. Nice. So now we can't double block. That's game. Mono green food in the house. The apparition has indestructible at least, but they just replay the Troll King. And this has become one of the better cards that are around right now. Ooh. Right, now it comes right back into play. We've got nothing. That's just game. Let's jump out. Not happening in the first match. Let's do another. Alright, let's play first. No land. This is a heavy hand to keep with only 2 lands, right? We basically have to top deck one every turn. And it's just not going to happen. So let's toss it. This looks better, you know. We've got the right land for the apparition, tome, cling to dust, so it feels a lot better. As far as what we throw away, I actually think probably cling to dust, because we don't know that that's going to be useful. We know that the tome will be useful. Let's toss Shark Typhoon, just look for the land. And, let's keep it slow. We can, like, maybe double drop those on turn 4. A green land, Gruel. It's not a land. You know, let's look for a Shatter first as well. Just like a clean wipe. Alright, Tome in play. Plains is live. Pass our turn, set our stop. Oh, a little bit of flash here. Nice. Alright, let's take our scry because the tome is gonzo. Heartless Act, sure. Perfect. I'll actually use the well, no, I'll use the Act because then we can tome in as well. We'll hit it now so they don't get the chance to mutate. If they do get the chance to mutate and then we go to remove it, oh, it's like, well, I don't have enough land. What? Let's take a blue source here. But like if we waited till they put the mutate on the stack and then we killed it, they actually still get that creature. So let's pass our turn again, put a stop. The Harbinger's real good. No protection from white. Let's take our scry. The call is more lands, which is good. I mean, I'd rather not play the call as a land and play it later as the angels, but... just trying to get into our Shark Typhoon. Set our stop for the scry. It goes to the bottom, we set a stop on our upkeep. Serpent, decent play. So we gotta watch out for a land and a razor. Let's take our scry. So good, right? Pass our turn. Alright, nice. They get a token back. Their turn. I think I'll just take the draw here. Keep Typhoon for now. We want to draw a card. If it was a creature card, you gain 3 life, otherwise draw a card. Alright, let's take Ram through. For the draw. Remorse. Let's take the hit. We can set a stop here for a scry. Also getting 4 life here. Making sure we get a good draw for the turn. Lands. We have 5. That's our 6th land. We need it. That'll allow us to Shatter and Remorse. Oh, whoops, main phase. Let's do the Remorse first. Primal Might, Smart Threatening. Alright, let's clean up. They need to top deck creatures. Serpent, nice. Hopefully there's, you know, not a Gem Razor off the top. If there is, we're super screwed anyways. This ram through wins the game too. So we actually need life now. Shark does nothing. The ram through, you know, just kills us. Because the sharks make the shenanigans. And we could have made a 5/5 shark, but it still wouldn't have been enough. Good game. So we lose the first match. Only 7 lands, so that won't work. Oh no, it does work. Why was I thinking 8? LOL. But again, this is just a good game. There's nothing we can do, regardless of that trash last decision. Getting upset. Mono green is out and about. 2 games in a row. Mono green. I still insist that's a decent card. The negates would be good if we could get them to work. I mean, I'd take the caskets if we know they didn't have gem razors. The caskets still work really good on the tokens, though, actually. And let's say screw the negate. Let's just say if there's no creatures, all their other spells are useless, right? Let's go for it. Alright, we're gonna try to come back from a defeat here. Casket on their serpent, right? Build into our call. Okay, coming in nice and easy. Taking our scry. Then can go. Horn beetle. Okay. I meant to do the black source there for remorse. I gotta pay more attention. It's been a long day. Okay. Yorbo. That's really good. If they have 2 gem razors, I'm gonna cry. They also have a wilt, which is really good for them. There's no way to come back from this. We could top deck a shatter. That's it. Nope. I mean, losing 2 life's not great, but taking this Primal Might is a must. And we still just try to find the wipe next turn. They gotta draw through the Garenbrig. Wilt's instant speed. Wow. Hit for 12. They look at the top 7. Okay, we need multiple removal spells off the top. Some form of life gain. They draw another spell here. Mono green is doing work today. We can't do the remorse. I mean, we could. We may as well, because this game's over. Another remorse. And only 6 land. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Oh my gosh. You know, we're gonna get a win here. We'll try. We'll try. Oof. Last match. You know, the Shatter seems promising, but Yorion seems like a control deck. Is it a creature-based control deck that we want the Shatter? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. It's a control variant. I'm pretty sure. Let's play slow. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5 untapped. Let's hold up this Negate. Esper. And Found a Conundrum. When we're sitting on 2 Fabled Passages. We're gonna have to crack these on their turn. They're tapped. What are we expected to do here? It's a good hand. Pass their turn. Right, so we can crack our passage on their turn to walk around the conundrum. Found a Conundrum, of course, if you don't know. When it enters the battlefield, they draw a card. And whenever a land enters the battlefield, if it is the second land that they've played, we actually have to bounce a land to our hand, which just defeats the whole purpose. So it just makes it so you have to sack your passages on your opponent's turn. We do have a Negate held up here. Probably just take the draw, though. They get another draw here, and it triggers the Archon, which will trigger our Shatter. They do get a draw from it, but whatever. We have the Scry on their end step. If it's bad and we put it to the bottom, we can put a stop on our upkeep and Scry again before the draw. Doing our best, right? Improving every day. That's all that matters. 3 losses in a row, whatever, right? Did you learn something? Did you do your best? And, that's all that matters. I mean, it's not the worst because we can just take it. Let's take our Scry. Apparently, we might need that for other copies of it. They just play that on nothing. That's awesome. It goes. We could have taken the draw, I guess. But I want to hold up this Negate in case they have another. Let's just see what they've got beside that Yorion. Let's take care of that. Not that they've got anything to play with it. Maybe we should have taken Yorion and just used Negate on Dance. You fool. That's on me. That's my bad. We definitely should have taken Yorion there. I can't believe I didn't. That's disgusting. Oh my god, biggest misplay of my life. Call them out though, that's how you learn, right? I got threatened by Dance of the Mance and I was like, got all lit up by we seen it, but we didn't look at their grave yet. That's not a wipe. I'm gonna pray they do not have a Doom Foretold. If we can get away a turn. We still take 8 damage here. We need to top deck a Shatter. I believe... Not quite. We have 7. We could cycle it for 5. Or we could just make a 6/6 that survives. Yorion's odd, token's even. They have an extinction event. They could even still hit us for 4. So maybe we should have actually done it instant speed. Let's see how it plays out though. Shark dies. Good game. Doom Foretold. Not a lot of creatures going on here, hey? Yorion. And, what's that other one? Dream Trawler. That was annoying. I don't want to be sacrificing stuff, though. I mean, we can take care of their grave for Dance, but it's like... probably not that big of a deal. Their events take care of any creatures that we would want to play. I think we take the Disputes. They've got some blue in deck, right? And then maybe we just, you know, we do run our Atris for the draw. Or we run Heartless Act again and just try to save it for when Yorion does enter play. Cry, cry, cry. I was being greedy. I thought the 6/6 would survive the combat interaction, and then we could block the 4/4 later. Right? But we should have flashed in and blocked Yorion and traded. And then, you know, had them not play anything and just attacked. So we would have had to top deck something to play and deal with that and or make sharks. So, you know, it's not like it was 100% a misplay, just the other... This way definitely didn't work out, and the other way, you know, might have. Let's play first. I don't think I mind paying life. So let's see what their first turn looks like before we crack this passage. Nothing. I think we take a white source here. We have no black, and we do have the Grim in hand if we needed it. I think we're still best just to go right for it. The Negate can be utilized later. We can curve into these big drops. That'll be nice. And the Negate really just needs to hit Doom. Like, we should prioritize it. Not enough land. Trawler goes. Let's pass our turn. Ever having paid life. After having paid life. Resolve. Let's only counter important things, and if we don't have to counter something, let's use the tome to draw. Okay, so that's their mana. Let's take a draw. Paying 3 life for nothing, but whatever. If we can get a Shark Typhoon out, and they don't have removal for it, that's really good. Their only removal of it would be Doom. Being greedy trying to get it out as the Typhoon, I guess. You know, we can Conquer's Death it as well. Actually, it will self-sacrifice when our upkeep starts because we don't have anything in play. Let's just cycle this. Let's get the land out of the way. We lose a 2-2, but we get a 2-2 back. They lose the creature to sacrifice with Doom. Or the permanent. We still don't have one, so it just will fizzle. Right? Let's toss our trawler. Take the scry. Typhoon can stay. Pass our turn. Negate's up. We just have to use it here or else they'll take it. Fun times. You know, we can still cling. We'll trade. Yorion into their hand. Okay, Omen. So we'll take Doom away so they can't dance it. We get the Shark Typhoon. They're scrying and drawing as well. You know, this is probably some of the most enjoyable gameplay. I actually partake in Esper versus Esper, right? Nice and slow. I've been going with this Typhoon. But what if they have another Doom? Shoot! Alright. Let's just take it slow some more. Shatter doesn't do what I want it to. Not against this deck. We're gonna cycle the Shark in. Full removal. Use Elspeth, bring our Dream Trawler back in. We just tossed our Shatter the Sky. What a life. Shit. Should have played it last turn. If they have a Doom, it's game. We should have just went for it and risked it. That way, you know, we had this out, they play that, we play this, make a 5-5. At least the 5-5 can defend it. Oh! Whew. We are having real tough luck today. Just getting bashed in the face. It is what it is. Can't be an all-star every day, right? Who do you expect me to be, CGB? Oh gosh, good times. That is game unless we top deck a Shatter, and you know, let's keep in mind we just threw one to the bottom because I was like, you know what? They don't have any creatures. They're playing variant because they know we've got Shatters. You know, they control Doom variant, but nope, they've got the Trawler too. That's just really good to see. Oh, and Doom Foretold, so we lose our Shark. Good game. That's it, boys. That's it. That's it, boys. You know, we get to take the Doom, whatever. We get our Trawler back, but if they can draw, you know, a couple cards next turn, we're dead. Just lethal. So. It hurts! We had one more land, we could gain 3 life, which would help. I mean, I guess we can do that next turn. Up to 4 here, attacks, goes to 5, and they draw 4 cards. I doubt it, actually, but maybe. Maybe this is an instant speed draw. There it is. One of them, up to 6. 3 more draws and we're dead. Da 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 da. So what did we learn today, you guys? HGG needs some more practice with Esper. Always. My favorite archetype, the one that I am the worst at, right? 'Cause you're always learning, always improving. There's so much going on. A lot of jelly in these donuts. I wish we could push this ahead a turn. Ooh. We need to instant speed tap this somehow without counters on the back end. And so we could survive if there's no draw. I seriously doubt it though. These all flash for a draw, and you know, how do they not get that going? They must have picked this up as their last draw. They even bounced the Dream Trawler, put it into defensive position. 30 dogs. That's a lot of value, right? I mean, you know, just big old woofs. Yes. Finishing the match out here. We will concede if we don't draw a Shatter. We have the ability You draw a Shatter. They're tapped out, right? Full hand, which is still hard to deal with, but we have Shuffle that we did with the passage, so the Shatter that was on the bottom is no longer there. And they're all 4 in library, sitting at a 9. Not, well, 9 on that 10% now, but I kind of want to get beat up. This is super duper game, right? We can survive with 1 life left, but I think that they probably have some draw on the back end. That's gonna save them. And there was a creature. We're lucky enough for that. Take their shade because it's replayable with a land draw. We want to leave the trawler in there so we can pull it if we survive that long. Just doing our best to close out the game, at least, right? You know, you don't improve if you just give up. Oh, good game. They had the draw, and they hit for 6. 3 losses in a row. I tried my best 3 times, got beat down 3 times. Let me have it in the comments. I'm ready. Hit me with both barrels, baby. It's good enough. Another video done. Lost every match. Maybe if I sing, it's not so bad. I don't know. It's been a long day. I need to go eat desperately. I'm sure you can tell from watching this gameplay footage. It's so bad. I love Esper. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna fine tune this. Man, you know what I miss? Esper walkers. That was so cool. Saltire walkers. It was close. It made me very familiar with the walkers list. And I miss Teferi. Where is T3? I can't believe he's banned in standard. Burning Tree Emissary is legal. For another video, I guess. That's the biggest rant of 2020 for me. It's not Omnath. It's give me my Teferi back, please. And, you know, Esper's not been the same since he's left. That's just sad times, right? So let me know your comments in below. You guys miss Teferi? Obviously, he would have rotated out by now, but we should still be able to play him in Historic. And, you know, Kaladime, you're coming up. We need a replacement for this guy. We want a sick 3-drop control planeswalker again, right? We're talking more busted than Oko. Give us some goodies. And if for all your news on Kaladime, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to have you covered there. Exclusive content for our YouTube members, so support there if you can. Free Prime on Twitch is really awesome for us as well. And, you know, just your time and attention is amazing. Thank you again. Enjoy the video. I hope you did enjoy, and, you know, we'll see you again with another video.